Welcome back, YouTube, to another YouTube video. 2 videos in 2 days. Well, there'll probably be a gap between uploads, but I mustn't be feeling alright. But a mic'd up leg session going on today. Granted, I said mic'd up in the last video. I haven't been in the gym yet, so I'll see what the speaker situation's like, but it's quite early, so I can't imagine there's anyone in the leg room, so should be able to do a mic'd up session. Just done a quick pit stop before, so got some popcorn Perform Way. I've tried this once before and it's really nice. Shout out to Storm and shout out to Callum because they both recommended me to get this one. It's so weird, it's like an optical illusion. I might video me trying it later with my oats, but it's like you're just looking at it going, this is way, but it just tastes like properly like popcorn. Then got a new pump. I'm a big fan of just a pump and White Monster combo for pre. I used to be one of them people who would go on them dodgy websites and buy like the strongest DMAA pre's you could find, and like you were like, fuck, is this gonna get like imported or stopped? Like the amount of times I bought like different tubs of stuff and it just never came because it'd be like, oh, you have to pay this fee because it's been stopped at like the fucking border, and it's like, fuck off. But those days are in the past of taking stupidly strong pre's, being wired off your head, having a good workout, and then not sleeping for like 2 days. Like genuinely, I used to go to school, come home, smash these just like, this is at like 7 o'clock at night, just like double scooping these crazy strong pre's, and then I'd just stay like full beams on, just staring at my roof all night. Hadn't gone to sleep, get up for school, and then do the same shit again the next day. Like the only sleep I'd get is when I'd come home from school, I'd eat and then have like a power nap before I had my like dinner, went to the gym. So yeah, good times. But yeah, so got some turbo pump from Engineered Muscle. Big fan of kind of Engineered Muscle stuff. I actually just finished, I can't be bothered reaching it, but another tub of turbo pump. It looks a bit different to this, different graphic, but it was really good. And then Turbo Swole is the go. Then their hydration mix is actually really good as well, Catalyst. And have I tried anything else from them? No, but I think like my usual go-to for supplements is Perform for whey, and then Engineered Muscle kind of for anything else, and then if you can count it, I like ESN's rice pudding as a carb source, if you can count that as a supplement, but it's actually like food. So yeah, time to train some legs. Mic'd up leg session going on, so I start all of my training with 3 sets of abs. So I do on this Nautilus ab machine. If your gym has a Nautilus ab machine, use it. They're all really good. Granted, there's like levels to it. I think the Gym Doc has the best one I've used, then this one, then I used like a really old school one in Nebula. It's pretty good. Or it was actually really good. Then the Physique Club, my coach's gym, it has one good. Like Nautilus ab machines are good. So if your gym has one, use it. I've never used a bad one. But yeah, just starting every session with 3 sets of abs. If you've got poor abs, do them every day. Or not every day, like every training session. They will recover. And train your abs like you would train any muscle group. You don't need to be doing fucking 30 rep flutter kicks. Like, what mechanical tension are you getting there? Do you know what I mean? You're just flailing about on the floor like a dickhead. Like, just train your abs properly. So yeah, fully, like, I'll give you a little demo here, but just full spinal extension, full contraction, hold on the contraction for like 1 to 3 seconds, control the eccentric, engage the movement again with the abs, hold, boom. Easy as that. What this will also help with is, I find, if you start the session with abs, no matter what you're training, your bracing is just so much better through the whole session, because you can actually feel your abs because they're like slightly just fatigued. But just make sure you're bracing, so much better. So that's actually one of the main reasons that I like training them. But yeah, my abs are just like genetically so shallow. Like they're not even like that badly developed, to be honest, but it's just that they're so shallow that it's like I have to get they're shallow, and I hold a lot of body fat on my midsection, like how it's distributed. So I look a lot like fatter than I am, because most people just base like how fat you look off how in is your midsection, and it's like, right, I've shallow abs and I hold fat on my midsection. I look about fucking 40 weeks out, and I'm like, I have like striations everywhere else, so it's pretty good. But just one thing to consider is like everyone's fat distribution is different as well. So don't fucking beat yourself up too much if like one body part is looking kind of fat. It usually just means that you need more muscle in that area. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit 3 sets on this. I'm not actually gonna record these sets because it'll just be like me just fucking moaning and grunting down the fucking mic on an ab crunch. But you get the gist. 3 sets on here, and then we will get into the actual leg training. Hopefully the mic is connected now. So we've finished doing 3 sets of abs. Still kind of fucking half out of breath from doing it. Now start with a lying hamstring curl, just to get the hamstrings fully short and get some quality work in there before I go on to my compounds. And then I do a set of leg extensions after this. The hamstring curl will warm up the knee joint without loading the patella, which is nice, so less knee pain, because they both articulate the same joint. So there's a pro tip of why you should do hamstrings first. Plus, exercises near the start will, like, you'll just get better quality out of it. You'll get more stimulus, and that's why kind of exercise order matters as well as exercise selection. Like, that's why, if you're just tagging shit on the end of sessions and it's something you're trying to grow, probably not the best idea. So hamstrings, kind of big priority for me. Very quad dominant for my whole physique, but especially like my legs as well. But my hamstrings have been coming up loads. Like, start this session with 3 sets of lying, start my other leg pull day with 3 sets of the seated, and then I do straight legs as well. So lots of hamstring work, and they've definitely been blowing up post show, which is good. And like, one thing that I have noticed as well is a reason I think my legs grow, like, in comparison to other things, and it's been something I've been working on for other muscle groups, is I know there's not like much data, or I don't know what you would call it, but much known about the not even mind muscle connection, but see the ability just to contract really hard. Like, my quads, I've always been able to just contract my quads really hard. Like, if I was to stand here right now and flex my quad, I could fucking flex it that hard that it would nearly feel like I'm doing a set of quads. I've definitely found on hamstring curls, as of like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, as I've been prioritising them more, and just that ability to just contract them really hard and squeeze in the short, they've definitely come up. And it's something I've noticed as well across, like, even training like my biceps. Like, I can get a really good peak contraction in my biceps. My biceps have been improving loads, so it's something I've been focusing on, kind of weaker muscle groups as well now, to try and just, I'm not a fucking accuracy squeeze merchant, but just really trying to get that kind of just painful contraction. Like, for example, my pecs, what I've been doing is actually putting a bit of turbo swole in muscles and training. So I've recently started putting turbo swole in my pec, and honestly my pressing and everything has felt like 10 times better, just because that little bit of inflammation from putting it in just really helps with the mind muscle connection. So if it like is something, like, say for example you're struggling to connect with your side delts, you might want to put like bit of L-carnitine or turbo swole or something like that in your delts, just to, because you get that little bit of pip, you'll just get a better connection as well from the inflammation. So definitely something to try out. I wouldn't, if you're struggling to connect your legs, I wouldn't put it in your fucking legs, like, because that would probably hurt. But yeah, time to hit some sets there. So I take a few warm-ups in this, work my way up. I'm getting pretty close to the stack on this now, which is good. That's one thing I'll touch on actually, is as you get deeper in the session with whatever muscle group you're training, you don't need to take as many warm-ups. Like, that's one thing I noticed from beginners to people who are more advanced. Like, granted, do not come in and just load up the weight you're going to do and try and do it. You'll fucking injure yourself. But I used to be one of the people who, I wouldn't do loads of, like, I've never been one of the people who would do like 50 reps of the bar on squats and then like fucking a load of reps, like, but I would just do too many like weight jumps. So I've got it to the point now where on like this I might take maybe 3 warm-ups. On something where it's plates, I'll probably go by the plate. Leg extension, take like 2 warm-ups. Whereas before I would just nearly take about 4 warm-ups on everything. Even deeper in the session when it's like, you know, you've already used that muscle multiple times, like you're warm, like you're not going to get injured. Just like touch the weight, maybe hit a rep, and then kind of go from there. But yeah, I'm gonna pause this now and then I'll video the actual like working set time. Probably speaking loud as fuck, but it's because the music's so loud. But in the fucking zone, let's go. That was a lovely reset. Hopefully fucking that music didn't play in the mic. But yeah, quick pointers for if you can speak after a set, you're not training hard enough. But yeah, pointers for this: make sure all your joints. So like, fucking need to turn my phone off, so I'm not recording like 10 minutes of video. But yeah, like I was saying, make sure all your joints are aligned, so ankles, knees, hips. If anything is like kind of off, you're just gonna get niggles and pains. Make sure everything is stacked, and then you can get as much force production as you can to try to keep the hips pressed into the pad. And then think about just driving your heels up, like through your hip. Don't like overly think about the actual bit of your leg that's against the pad. Just think, drive your knees, yeah, still fucked from the set. Drive your heels into your ass, like, and then just contract your hamstrings as hard as you can. And that's how you make the hamstring gains. Like, hamstrings have been growing like crazy, and like just the connection I get on them, so good. That little pause in the short, just really squeezing the contraction, then coming the full way back down. So that's actually my second set, because I forgot to record the first set because I was too in the zone. But second set done, and then I'll do one more set on this, drop the weight a little bit, take a slightly higher repper, and then I'll go on to leg extension. Holy fuck. The smell of them fucking wrist wraps. Oh. That was top set on the leg extension there. So using the pad to get a bit more range on the quad. Actually, get in the frame here. But yeah, like I said, using the pad just to get a bit more ROM on the quad. The more knee flexion we can get, the more kind of teardrop we can get involved, and that is the bit of the quad I need to bring up the most. I only have one set of leg extensions though. I don't actually only have 4 sets of quads a week, because I do need more quad relative to the goal of where I want to be, but in ratio to my physique, I don't need more quad. So it's like one of them ones where in the short term, you know, quads take a back seat, but we bring everything else up, and then once we get to that point, it'll be a whole physique growing point. But my quads will still grow on the 4 sets, like they're very responsive. But yeah, use wrist wraps or straps in this as well. Fix myself in, but they're random ones I grabbed and they fucking stink of just pure sweat and shite. So yeah, pretty good. But went a bit heavy in that, but I'll get more reps next week. So as long as I take the set there, I don't really mind. Find it. Still just poverty numbers on the hack, and really trying to control it as best I can. My adductor just doesn't play ball on any kind of stabilization, like isolation, you know, leg curl, leg extension, even the actual adductor itself. It hurts, but it hurts so much more on the hack or the leg press or split squats where there's that side to side stabilization. I actually think it might be coming from, it was getting a lot better on probably the first day. It's still been kind of feeling it on the hack, but I've just been like doing a lot of mobility and stuff. I was putting like BPC and stuff in to try to help it heal. Ran out, but I should probably get some more just to kind of stay on top of it until it's like 100% healed. But I think the issue might actually be, it sounds weird, the leg extension, because one of my quads is ever so slightly bigger than the other one. And I've just noticed that, like, because I did this a while ago, I switched to single leg extensions, and because I was getting pain in my left hip, and I was like, right, I actually was feeling my left hip a bit today after that set on the leg extension, and now it's my left adductor that's sore. So I might see if switching back to single leg and starting with my right leg kind of sorts it out a little bit. And then my adductor will be back, because it's just annoying not being able to, like, that wasn't a bad set by any means, it was progressed from the week prior, but just one of them ones where it's just annoying not being able to go balls to the wall. Like, you can give it everything you can in terms of like being accurate, if you know what I mean, but it's not the same as just putting on like 4 blades and just sending it. You know, people have different opinions on what's actually give you more stimulus, but what stimulates is more fun in my opinion, and it's going heavier. But yeah, not a bad set. Can't be mad at it. Like I said, progressed from last week. I do actually take pump when I train legs now, just trying to get as much blood into my legs as possible to kind of almost make me weaker, so that I can't go any heavier and potentially injure myself. But we'll see how this leg press feels after this. So it was just leg press, split squat and adductor left. So yeah, let's get after it. Just like I say, 1 set on leg extension, 1 set on the hack. We'll go 2 sets on the leg press, granted that my adductor actually feels okay, and then I'll play it by ear with the split squat because it's what actually injured my adductor on. So yeah, we'll wrap up there. This is the second set of the leg press. Going a lot lighter than I'd normally go in this, just 5 and 5, working my way back up to try to just minimise the overall weight on my adductor injury. So really controlling the change of direction in this, making it as hard as possible with a lighter load. And yeah, again, like probably get another rep or 2, but not trying to take any 50-50s on a stabilisation issue, because it'll just result in me getting injured, but still hitting a few good sets. Definitely like proper ASMR of me like heavy breathing and that, but like gun to my head, I'd probably get another 4 in that, I would say. But it's just progressed it from last week. Again, taking lots of pump just to get as much blood into the legs as possible, controlling the change of direction, initiating the movement through contraction of the quad in the lengthened at the bottom, and just getting the most out of it. But definitely like peak off season, we will get this leg press filled out. So yeah, that's 2 sets wrapped up on that. Now on to split squats, and then just adductor, and we're finished. I was going YouTube, just wrapped up training legs there. Feel like I've been, what's it called, euthanized or whatever. See, after I train legs, my brain capacity halves, but it just sounds like so dim or something. Like, I don't know how, you know, I see all these motivational things and people are like, oh, I train early in the morning and it sets me up for my day. Whenever I train, it's like, you know that thing in Men in Black where they fucking beep it and it wipes your brain? That's literally me. Like, I'm half a person after I train. Literally, I just flinched at a fucking bag there. But eating my post-workout meal, so chicken, rice, bagel and a banana. Now, like, you're probably not, it's not like 100% perfect to eat your post-workout meal straight away. You want to let your kind of heart rate and everything come down before you eat. But if I was to do that and wait longer, it would like fuck up my meal timing for the day. And I don't have any, like, this doesn't cause me any digestion issues or anything like that. So if it was, I would just wait and like fuck the timing up more. But I can eat this no bother, and it's fine. I don't need to sit and wait for my parasympathetic nervous system to kick in. I can get it in me no bother. So yeah, I'm gonna inhale this now, and overall a really good session. But I'll catch you with a popcorn protein review. Just kind of little wrap up with how everything is. But yeah, just sort of update here. Adductor feeling a bit iffy, but just keep on top of the mobility, keep rehabbing it, and it'll get better. Like, it was a little bit sore today, but again, everything moved and everything like felt well. Like, I didn't speak on the kind of split squat, but that's what I heard it on, and that's where I can feel it, the difference. Like, when I go on my right leg, so my right leg is the one not going back, the one in front, I'm like a hydraulic press, but whenever I put my left leg, so the one where the weaker adductor, it just, like, my knee is just wiggling side to side. So definitely have to try and kind of strengthen my hip and my adductor so that it can just press more efficiently, because I definitely get more out of my right leg then on that, even though I'm matching reps, just because it's like fully aligned and stable, so I can stay on the quad. Whereas like on the left leg, I'm trying to stay on the quad, but it's shaking side to side, I'm just kind of taking the tension off it. So yeah, little update in there, but I'll catch you with the last clip of the day. Final clip of the video coming in. So we have the popcorn oats here. We'll give it a quick taste test. That's actually unreal. Popcorn is definitely up there. Cookie and cream, cookie dough, and then probably popcorn. I would say in terms of flavour, it's just, I like really salty things and like more savoury food, and this just tastes exactly like cinema popcorn. It's like sweet and salty popcorn, I think it's called. It's fucking banging. But yeah, wrap the video up here. Just forced myself to record this clip because fucking me in the past told me to video this clip. But really good leg session today. Training has been going pretty good. I've been a little bit sick, so I had like 1 or 2 kind of mid sessions, but apart from that, like, everything has been really good. So forced myself back on this long form content grind. So yeah, I've been sitting editing here, had to crop out. The one thing I always forget about mic'd up, especially mic'd up legs. See, after I do a set on legs, there's so much heavy breathing. I had to crop out honestly about 5 minutes of footage of me just sitting there like panting. So yeah, because I just didn't want. I just pictured people having this up on like their TV with the volume on, and it's just like 2 minutes straight of me heavy breathing after the hack. And I was just like, nah, well, let's save some of these eardrums. So yeah, I'll wrap the video up here. I'm gonna be pumping out more YouTube videos, hopefully I have more kind of exciting things to post. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you're interested in my coaching or training plans or anything like that, hit the links in my bio or shoot me a DM.